Okay, I am Teacher Murray. And you? What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Thảo.
Okay, Miss Thao, nice to meet you. And
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
thank you, Miss Thao. Okay, we're going to start with our lesson. Okay, and our lesson is our lesson is something about oral presentations. Okay, and how to be a successful in. Okay. But anyway, we're going to learn oral presentations with useful transitions in oral presentation. That's our main topic for today. But Ms. Dao, before we begin in our lesson, I want to know if you have some ideas about oral presentations. What do you think this means?
Yeah, oral presentations means you will make a presentation.
Okay, you making
in front. Yeah.
Okay, making presentation in
In a verbal way.
in a
Verbal way.
Okay. In a verbal way.
Yeah, in front of the group of audience.
Okay, that's right. In front of the audience. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, when we are at school, so we can have to make a presentations to present our ideas about some topic. In the office, we can make an oral presentation for our proposal.
Oh, exactly. Well, I think you use this thing or you do this thing in related with your work, Miss Al. So that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. And anyway, aside from the oral presentation, we're going to learn some structures in transitions when it comes on oral presentations. Have you heard about transitions or transitional words and phrases in a presentation? Have you heard about that?
Yeah. Previously when I studied grammar, and I know that transitions mean some words like however, by the way, besides, moreover, or some words like that. Is that right?
Yes, those are important words or phrases when it comes on oral presentations. That's great. But today we're going to learn more about it, okay? And you are about to give me more example sentences, okay? So, but before that, I'm gonna show you something in related with how to present oral presentation successfully, okay? I'm going to present a video to you right now. Please let me know if you can see it, okay? So hold on for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Please.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can
I can see it.
Okay, that's great. And I'm going to play it now. So, please. Oh, can you see? Is it starting now? Is it?
Yeah.
Here are some things
I can see
to make effective oral
it's
know your audience and tailor your presentation to their
it is working a pen and a book, and a pen is dancing on the book.
Yeah, okay, so it's
Be
working
positive
right
and
now.
enthusiastic about your subject. Don't read your presentation, but rather here are some things you can do to make effective oral presentations. Know your audience and tailor your presentation to their level of knowledge about the subject, what they need to know, and their interests. Be positive and enthusiastic about your subject. Don't read your presentation, but rather talk to your audience by using your notes as guides when needed. Provide examples which will make your presentation concrete and down to earth. Use visual aids such as handouts, charts, transparencies, and slides. Maintain eye contact around the room so that everyone feels that you are talking to them. Actively involve your audience by creating activities or asking them questions. Use your voice effectively by varying your tone and not talking too quickly. And on a high note by leaving your audience feeling upbeat about what they have just heard. Procrastination is putting off or avoiding.
Did it work continuously to you? Did you see?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
right. So, all right. So before we begin, what do you think the video told us?
Yeah, I think the video told how to conduct, how to make an effective presentation, and they give some tips like we should understand our audience. We should know very well about the subject. We should use visual aids to support our presentation. We should use the eye contact, and we should create interaction with the audience. We should not read the presentation. We should speak with the voice, with intonation, up and down, to make it more attractive.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can remember.
Yes, that is right. Okay, very well said, Miss Sal. So now we're moving on building transitions in presentation. Okay, so this is our topic for today as well. Okay, building transitions in presentation. We have two patterns to learn today. Okay, we're going to start with the first pattern, which is past and future. Okay, so let's start with that. I'm gonna show you a picture. Please wait. All right. So, all right, here it is. Can you see a picture?
Yeah, I can see the picture.
All right. So our first structure is the past and future transition in oral presentation. Oh, by the way, what is the purpose of transition in oral presentation? So can you please read what I have here? This one. Can you please read from here?
Yeah. Must use appropriate transitions to move from one main idea to another in your presentation in a professional way.
Exactly. So when we deliver our presentation, there are many situations that you have to present something, and definitely right after that, presenting something, you have to move to another topic. So that's transition in oral presentation all about. Today, we're going to learn two patterns on how to do it. Okay? So that's what we are going to learn in this case. And here, in the picture that I'm showing to you now, this is an example of past and future transition in oral presentation. Okay? Do you understand?
Okay.
All right. So I would
Yeah.
like you to, okay, I'd like you to read the example of past. Okay, please read.
Yeah. Yeah. I will show you my hometown.
Okay, that's right. What about the future? Can you please read?
Next, I'm going to tell you about buying a ticket to get there.
Okay, so definitely we have here past and the future, but look at the past. I've shown you what verb tense this do you think it is? Actually, it's not totally in the past tense.
Yeah, it's a present perfect tense.
Exactly. So this is an example of present perfect tense. Okay? Because of what phrase in the sentence? What phrase? What?
Yeah, the shown.
Yes.
Yeah, the shown.
Yes. Actually, aside from that, the I've shown. Because I've is the shortcut of I have, right? So have shown. Okay?
Yeah.
So that gives us the clue that this is a present perfect tense. And the future, what about the future tense? So what clue gives us an idea that this is the future tense?
I'm going to.
Yes, I'm going to. That's right. Okay, so that's it. This is one good example of past and future transition in oral presentation. But I'll give you one more example to you, okay? So I'd like you to look at this one. So we have here number 2, okay? So here, can you see this one?
Yeah. Yes.
Please read here.
Yeah. Yeah. I have talked about sales results.
Okay.
Next, I will talk about profit.
Yes. Okay. So as you can see here, earlier, we said I've shown, right? In this example, you can use I have talked about, right? So there are many ways to start. Okay, actually, so I have shown you, I have talked about, and what about the future? What earlier?
Next.
Yes.
Yeah, I will.
I will talk about, right? Earlier, next, I'm going to. But now we can also use I will talk about. So,
I will.
okay, that's right. What about here in number 3 or the third example that we have here? Can you please read?
We have seen the problem of acid rain.
Yes, and then?
Now, let's look at the causes of acid rain.
Okay, that's right. So what about here? What phrase did we use in here?
We have seen.
Okay.
It's also the present perfect tense.
Exactly, but here we can also say have seen, right? We have seen because definitely because usually in an oral presentation we also show something, right? A picture, an image. So what about in the future tense? What phrase do we have here?
Let's look at.
Yes, now. Oh, now we can also use the word now. Aside
Now. Yeah. Now, let's look at.
Exactly. Okay. So those are few examples of past and future structure when it comes on transition in oral presentation. But definitely, you have to give your own example as I told you earlier, okay? So it's your turn to give your own examples here. So let's start with your past example. Can you try?
Yeah. 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 I have shown you my plan.
Okay.
Now I'm going to tell you the cost to conduct this plan.
Okay, I've shown you my plan. Now,
I'm going to tell about the cost.
detail about, to give you the
Yeah,
details.
details.
I'm going to
To
give
give
details.
the details.
About my plan. Is that right?
Yeah.
This is rhetorical question means. Can you please read?
Rhetorical question is a figure or a speech in the form of a question that we ask in order to make a point rather than to elicit an answer.
Yes. Do you understand exactly what it means?
Yeah, I understand. It means that it raises a question to attract our attention rather than to ask us for an answer.
Exactly. Okay. To make a point, not to ask for an answer. Okay. That's right.
Yeah.
So that's what we are going to learn in this pattern. So I'm going to show you a good example of it. Okay. So here it is. Okay. Question. Let's read the example. Okay. Here.
Yeah. I was showing you.
Yes, that is.
Now, how can you buy a ticket to get there?
Yes. Well, let's go back on statement. Do you notice any difference between the past and the statement? Do you notice anything different between them?
Yeah, I think that the first statement is to summarize what you have said, what you have presented, and the rhetorical question is to suggest for the next part of the presentation.
Exactly. So actually the purpose of past, future, and statement rhetorical question are the same. But as you can see, the statement is almost the same with the past, right? We also use the past, the present perfect tense in here, and with the same phrase, except with rhetorical and future. Actually, rhetorical question, you're just giving a signal that you're about to tell something in the future, but in a question form, right? So that's statement rhetorical question. Okay? So I think I'd like you to give me your own example now. Okay? So let's move on here. And can you give me an example, please, for a statement?
Conditions in our presentation to help our audience more focused on the content of the presentation, and we can have two ways to make the conditions for our presentation. The first way is the past and future. And the second is statement and rhetorical question.
Yes, exactly. Ms. Dao, you definitely got our lesson for today. So I guess you've learned something, and maybe that's all for now, but I look forward to meeting you again very soon, okay? So thank you so much
Okay.
for your time, and have a great day ahead.
Yeah.
See you very soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Ciao.
Yeah. See you soon. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye-bye.